Hey everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out 난 너 없이, aka I Hate You by WOODZ. Now, the Korean title 난 너 없이 is actually more of a half a sentence. It's not a complete sentence. It literally translates to me without you. Now, me without you in English is a full sentence, but in Korean, it kind of doesn't work. It's stopping off of something. He's trying to say, me without you, I'm angry, I'm lost, I'm sad. Whatever it is, it's not going to be a good thing because the English title is I Hate You. But I'm pretty excited because it's been a hot minute since WOODZ's last comeback. I believe it was Waiting. That album is so good. I adored that album. And it feels like it's been like, what, half a year since the last WOODZ comeback? It's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm in the mood for this. I need this. Like, Waiting was such an exciting song for how dark and interestingly, like, creepy of a music video it was. It was really fun. So I assume I Hate You is going to be another fantastic song. Now, before we actually get into today's video, real quick, if you guys enjoy our content and you'd like to support the channel, consider visiting our Patreon. If you go to our Patreon at patreon.com/formatherapy, well, I don't make monetization on most of our videos just because of copyright issues. But on Patreon, we react to bonus content and you can support the channel. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to, even though we do have, reactions like listening parties, reactions to idol variety content, K-dramas, animes, survival shows. So if you want to check that out and more, you can go to our Patreon. But you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to, or you can't. We understand. Just simply like our videos and please subscribe down below. We would really appreciate it if you did subscribe. All right, let's get into the video. This is 난 너 없이, aka I Hate You by WOODZ, and this is your form of therapy.
I bet it all I have. 너는 해달란 적이 없대. 쌓여가는 내 맘이 까맣게 타버려도 상관없으니까 어쩐지 요즘 따라 잘하던 연락이 뜸해. 솔직히 말해 너 바쁘단 건 다 핑계잖아. 내가 귀찮으니까. 사랑이란 말로 가리니 거짓말. 나도 필요 없어. 네 맘대로 해. 난 너 없이 잘 살 수 있어. 내가 하고 싶은 거 다 하면서 너 따위 없어.
Oh, I love this. Oh, this is fantastic. Hold on. Oh my God, wait a minute. Look, I'm just now noticing the blood in his mouth.
너처럼 네 사랑 따윈 필요 없어. 너 때문에 아파할 필요 없어. 너 때문에 흘릴 눈물도 없어.
Oh, right. I already forgot that this song is called I Hate You.
혹시 만약에 돌아오고 싶어도
The video is bright, colorful. The song is bright, colorful. I totally forgot.
이젠 필요 없어. 다른 사랑 찾아도 난 널 알지만 왜 내가 아파해야 해.
Ooh.
난 너 없이 잘 살 수 있어. 내가 하고 싶은 거 다 하면서 너 따위 없어도 넌 나 없이 또 잘 살겠지. 알아 나도 너처럼 네 사랑 따윈 필요 없어. I hate you. I don't need you. I forget you. 너 따위 없어도 돼. 맘 끝. I hate you. I don't need you. I forget you. 너 따위 없어도 Goodbye, my love. 난 너 없이 잘 살 수 있어. 그래도 널 참 많이 사랑했는데 넌 나 없이 더 잘 살겠지. I don't need you. I forget you. 너 따위 없었던 난 I hate you. I don't need you. I forget you. 네 사랑 따윈 필요 없어.
Ooh, okay. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if this is like the album art, or if this is a single, like the single art, whatever the case is. That looks super dope, and especially the way the red is like fluctuating. Okay, this is not my favorite WOODZ title track he's put out, but it might be my favorite music video. I don't know. Like, Waiting, contrary to my reaction at the time, I don't know if I properly conveyed how much I really, really liked Waiting, or I would say loved Waiting, from WOODZ, the music video that is, in my initial reaction. But this video, and I'm starting to see a sort of pattern with WOODZ and just his music videos in general. He is one of the few artists that I think has a really, really strong creative control over his actual like music video presentation. Or I don't know, maybe it's just because his concept is so strongly grabbed that the music video teams are able to produce. I don't know. I don't know what, like, where it falls, but ever since Waiting, I don't know, he's had some pretty interesting music videos here and there, but Waiting was kind of the one where that it really made me go, oh, wait, this was actually kind of amazing, and I absolutely adore it. And I Hate You is in like the exact same field. It's a pretty simple and very minimalistic setup, but they do a lot of cool things. I think at the end of the day, what you're trying to do for a K-pop music video is just make an interesting video that holds people's attentions. Keep people visually entertained so that they are not bored. The song plays a vital role in how good a video is, but at the end of the day, you could have a really amazing song and you could have a pretty bad music video. And you could have a pretty amazing music video and have a pretty bad song. And I feel like WOODZ does a pretty incredible job of having really good music, but also really creative and really fun music videos. His songs all have a layer of excitement and funness to it. His title tracks, anyways. And it's always pop, but it's never like the same type of pop, which I also really appreciate. He's not doing the same thing once, but there is a commonality through his stuff where I feel like he must like either the duality of things or things contrasting off of each other, or just the juxtaposition of seeing something like hearing something really beautiful. Like, if you were not watching this music video, you would just be vibing along. This sounds like very mid-2000s K-rock at the time. Like, very, like this type of rock, that na 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 na, like very fun, easily singable top line with lyrics. Very, very, very early Korean pop scene. It had that vibe. And so if you weren't watching the video, it just sounds fun to listen along to. And the music video starts out that way, and then it slowly starts taking a turn. You're just like, wait, what the hell is going on? And so I really appreciate this music video, not just because like, oh, it's a cool music video, oh, it's well made. Yeah, it hits all those points, but what is the main draw for me for this music video is the artistic mind behind this music video was amazing. Now, that's either going to be the director on the team or it's going to be WOODZ himself. Nobody else. You maybe like the art department, but overall, the person who deserves the credit for this is either the music video director or WOODZ. Like I said, I don't know how much input WOODZ actually had in the music video making process. Despite all the creative control someone might have, it's a totally different like ball game to actually then consult on a music video and then put your input and feedback into the music video. Those are two different things. But let's go ahead and actually just watch this again real quick.
I bet it all I have. 너는 해달란 적이 없대. 쌓여가는 내 맘이 까맣게 타버려도 상관없으니까. 어쩐지 요즘 따라.
Interesting.
버려도 상관없으니까.
So there's like visually, this is just like really, really interesting, really cool to watch. I wonder if there's a lot of symbolism going on. Like this, I wonder if these are supposed to be receipts. And this portion right here, not here. Okay, maybe I went forward too much. Like this right here, the video playing in the background, it's like concrete or something, gravel that's like being pushed down. It's there's a lot of resistance, but it's like trying to break it down. That also is probably a visual symbolism for the lyrics of the song. This is really cool. Also, I mean, we also have to address just what the fuck is he wearing? I mean, it's interesting, but it's stuff like this, like very, not necessarily shocking visuals, but interesting visuals, jarring visuals seem to be very much WOODZ's tone. And the fact that he has a sort of playful nature about his acting, the fact that when he acts, he brings an energy, it really adds to everything, the whole package. I feel like it's just in full force here. I love the shot. This is so cool. They have the metronome, and then they just, all they did was shoot it upside down, and then they're moving the camera backwards, but it's visually interesting, right? Oh my God, and then the blood. And something I also really like is this isn't K-pop trying to incorporate K-rock elements into it. This is like actually like K-rock. This is straight up. If you didn't tell me this was WOODZ, I would be like, oh yeah, this is a K-rock band. At least the way it's written like that. He's a K-pop artist, but the song itself is not necessarily the K-pop genre. I think an example of like what's a K-pop song that incorporates the rock genre would be like Idol's Tomboy. And you know, like the rock sound has been coming back into vogue really hard since last year, and that is super dope. That makes me super excited. But he's the only one thus far that I've heard that didn't try to, let me also make this rock song in a K-pop structure, you know? Even like Idol's Tomboy. Idol's Tomboy, like the way they write their chorus, the hook, the way it's supposed to be catchy, all that is like pre-planned title track stuff, very mainstream K-pop business mindset type of production. They didn't do that for this song, and I really, really like that. Also, something I'm really enjoying is like these shots right here. Like I said, really simple setup. They don't have like too crazy of a big or a lot of changing sets. But this, I've personally never shot anything like this before. I've always wanted to. I'm gonna assume it's just plexiglass, and then you just raise the plexiglass, and then you have them stand on top of it. That's how they shoot it, but it just looks really cool. Even the music video cinematography, even the way that it's shot, you know, it's lit in, it uses very, 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 very soft lighting. It uses glamour lighting almost. Like if you look at his face right here, see how like his face is like really bright and really well lit, and you can see like in his eyes, it might even be a ring light. And ring lights, they often use for makeup tutorials on like YouTube videos. You use it's glamour lighting. I mean, it's called glamour lighting because usually when you're getting prepped for a photo shoot or a video shoot, they sit you down in the chair to do your makeup, and there's all these lights, right? But that's like what the ring light is basically supposed to accomplish, but like a mobile LED version of that. And they shot it for this main scene, is the one scene especially where he's covered in cuts and bruises. It's supposed to be unflattering, right? He's got blood in his mouth. It's supposed to be gross, but again, doing like very flattering lighting and very beauty lighting type stuff for such a like visually harrowing look is just interesting. Like you look at it and you're like, oh my God, this is interesting. And if you're wondering like, why the fuck am I so attracted to this guy that's bleeding from his mouth? It's why your curiosity is piqued because he's showing you things that go against what are traditional like filmmaking rules or filmmaking norms. I love the shit he's doing with like these creepy masked duct tape people too. I mean, power to them too. They probably can't fucking breathe, but oh, I love this set too. This set, along with like the series of the 3 refrigerators, it's just a very creative music video. I love like all the prop setups here. Strobing's a nice touch. Gives it like a much more heavier rock flavor. Also provides a nice disruption in the video too, visually. It's just so weird, but I love it. I love that he chucks the chair and the box, and it's a giant pile, and it does nothing. This music video, this song, man, is just so fun. It's so incredibly fun. I'm going to give the music video a solid 10 out of 10. I love this music video. First off, even just looking at like, first off, we're like how deep into this video? We're like 20 minutes in. Like I mentioned that it's a very pretty simple setup, but watching it on the second run through, I'm noticing like some of the props that they incorporate, like even just the brief scene of him being trapped in like the drink fridge, like all of that is money. And like all the like alarms he had on the floor, or all the metronomes, like you got to buy that from somewhere. I mean, you could try to rent it, but like who's gonna like mass rent you like 100 metronomes? But that's all money. And so it's a rather simple setup. I'd probably guess that this is somewhere like it's a mid-tier setup, and they use their money wonderfully. I rarely see it nowadays where this budget was like maximized really, really well. It's such a beautiful music video, but it's also just visually captivating too. And I think that's something that WOODZ does really well. He's a captivating artist. I'm just gonna put this out there. Like, I just want to like sit down and like talk with WOODZ one day. Like, there are several people on like I want to do a podcast, like a long form interview, and just like have a creative conversation with these people. WOOZ from 17, Pomsu, but then up until this point, the only other people were Kang Daniel, definitely, and then now WOODZ. Like, WOODZ, I want to know what goes through his brain. Like, this is what I wish like most solo material was like. Obviously, that's just like my own selfish personal like feeling. You know, obviously it's better that not everyone is like WOODZ, because, you know, if everyone is special, then no one is special, right? But that's what I mean. WOODZ is special. I still remember listening to WOODZ's debut EP. It's still like ingrained in my brain, just him singing those high notes, like how amazing of an album his debut solo EP was, and everything he's released since then. And it's so like his discography is getting to such an incredible discography. And thinking about everything I've reacted to from him, because I think I've reacted to almost all his albums, if not all his albums, and on our Patreon, that is. And I think I've seen all his music videos too. And I think the best way I can just describe him is he's really not a K-pop idol. He's really not someone who is just aimlessly doing this solo thing. He is an artist with ambition and intention, and he's got an artistic plan, it feels like, or at least he has a lot of like art, like a big tank to at least draw from. And so he is one of the most creative, talented soloists that I have ever seen. And I love it when idols are like this much in control, or just any musician is this much in control, but especially idols, because I do think that while, you know, he comes from an idol background, I think it's a little ambiguous to whether or not you would still call him an idol or not. But I love it with where anyone who's had an idol background then has creative control, like with Kang Daniel, and now like with WOODZ. And I think I'm becoming like a super fan of him. Like, I am drawn not to singers, I am drawn not to directors, I'm drawn to artists, just insanely artistic people that I just become a fan of. And I'm really starting to dig WOODZ. Like, well, no, I've been starting to dig WOODZ since his first album, but I think this comeback is the one that made me go like, oh, holy shit, I think I'm a huge fan now. Like, and when I say huge fan, I mean like, when I became a huge fan of Kang Daniel, and even still to this day, like, he became a permanent resident on my playlists. You know what I mean? Like at least when I became a fan, I was listening to his albums repeatedly nonstop for a couple months. But even like once you like listen an album to death, then like I select a few songs and I'm like, this is like a song that I need to listen to like every 3 weeks or something, like, because, you know, I have like 10,000 songs, or like almost something like that on my phone. And it's just like, at a certain point, you can't listen to all songs and you forget about songs and stuff like that. But Kang Daniel became that artist where I'm like, oh no, I have to listen to Kang Daniel like as often as I can. And I think WOODZ is getting to that point now. I think WOODZ has gone to that point now for me. I hope that Colorful Trauma is the name of his album, and I hope it's an album, because first of all, if his album looks like this, I am buying the hell out of it. I'm buying the shit out of it. That's so beautiful. But yeah, the song I'm gonna give like, it's a solid 7.5. Like, I know I've been raving like crazy this video, and then I'm just like, it's a 7.5. No, but seriously, like in the grand scheme of like WOODZ's title tracks, it's not my favorite, and it's like its most simple. I appreciate it for what it is. It's just a good, great pop rock song. But there are stuff there are things that are better, but the music video, I think, is it's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite. But I want to, like, overall, I mean, I have to give, like, his comeback just an overall rating of like a 9 out of 10. I love it. I think he is just so creative and well thought out than many other artists just out there. And I love that he's constantly pushing himself. I love that he shows us the different tones and colors of his voice through his title tracks. I think if you are listening to WOODZ albums, you're very fully aware of WOODZ's range and what he's capable of. But if you are a casual listener, like some people may be, which is totally fine, you may not be like familiar with like his singing tone like this. So I love that he's an artist that also constantly is changing too. But yeah, guys, I want to pass the question off to you. What did you guys think about 난 너 없이, aka I Hate You by WOODZ? Did you love it? How does this stack up to other WOODZ songs? And what do you guys think about my comments about WOODZ being just an incredible like artist, like not just a musician, but I mean an artist, like in the grand scheme of things? Because I think to limit WOODZ only to his music would be like an incredible insult to the other work that he does, that the other work that he puts into his albums. Like, it's not just about, oh, he made great songs, but like, it's about like the track listing. It's about the soundscape that he creates. It's about the journey he wants you to go on. It's about the album art. It's about the music video. It's about the visual juxtaposition of like seeing something beautiful and kind of like trashy at the same time. Like, that kind of stuff is more than just being a musician. That is just like being an insanely creative individual. So, WOODZ, let's meet up sometime. Let's do it. I say that like as if I've ever done that with anyone before, but seriously, I'm so inspired, and that's also my style too. I don't label myself anything anymore. I kind of do everything. I edit, I direct, I write, I do lighting, I do cinematography. Like I do everything, but I also I then also paint, and I'm trying to make music, and I draw, I illustrate, I write, and like I do all these things. And I'm just a creative person. Like I'm just an artist. That's how I label myself now. And when I see other awesome, purely jaw-droppingly amazing art, it makes me so excited. It makes me so inspired. This is the first video I'm filming of the day, by the way, and I'm gonna have so much energy for the rest of my videos all day today. So thank you very much, WOODZ. Guys, again, let me know what you guys thought about the song. Did you love it as much as me? Let me know in the comments down below. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, well, thank you for enjoying the video. Thank you for reaching the end and watching our videos. If you want to support the channel, please consider visiting our Patreon. Remember, you don't have to support us monetarily, but if you do want to, and if you want bonus content, it's going to be over on our Patreon. As I mentioned, we have, I think, done a listening party for all of WOODZ's albums before. If we didn't, we're missing maybe one, but we have definitely checked out almost all of them. But we also check out like variety content for higher tiers, anime. Right now we're checking out Hunter x Hunter, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. We also check out K-dramas. We're checking out Crash Landing on You, Penthouse, Snowdrop. So if you want to check all that bonus content out, it's going to be on our Patreon. And it helps keep the lights on our channel. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily, as I mentioned. You could just simply like the video down below. Please leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. It really helps with our search engine optimization. And also, subscribe over here. Check out our other videos over here. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.